Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the video report of Game 4 of the National League Championship Series for PhillyBurbs.com. I'm Kevin Cooney, along with Mike Sielski. And Mike, tonight we saw arguably one of the highlights of Phillies history, a tremendous comeback, capped off by Jimmy Rollins' two-run double. Talk about the process to get to that point. John Broxton starts really with a one-out walk to Matt Stairs. Yeah,
he walks Matt Stairs, he hits Carlos Ruiz, he comes back to get Greg Dobbs, the pinch hitter, but Jimmy explained after the game that he had a set idea of how Broxton was going to pitch him. Broxton pitched him that way, came after him with 98, 99 mile-per-hour fastballs, and all of a sudden, what Ryan Howard did last week, think about this, is now the second most important two-out, two-run, ninth inning, Game 4 double, not only in Phillies history, but of the last week. That's pretty amazing.
And the amazing part to me is the fact that this has happened to Broxton twice, and it was obvious to me he was scared of Matt Stairs with one out and nobody on. He throws four pitches that are nowhere near the strike zone against Matt Stairs, who really has not been this year close to the hitter he was at the end of last year. Why didn't he just go after Stairs? If he gives up a home run there, the game's only tied.
Good question. And maybe the Dodgers are going to have to start looking at, look, there's more that goes into being a closer than just being able to throw 99 to 100 miles an hour. We've seen that from Brad Lidge this year, who has closer stuff and has struggled with the mentality and the emotions and the performance, the pressure that comes with being a closer. Well, Jonathan Broxton struggled with that tonight. He should have thrown Stairs a strike. Anybody who's watched the Phillies this season knows that, as you said, this is not the same Matt Stairs that won Game 4 of the National League Championship Series last year. He's sitting about 192. He hasn't had a pinch hit home run in several months, and Broxton treated him like he was Babe Ruth, and it cost him.
The last pinch hit home run, by the way, is Saturday before the All-Star break when he started that comeback here against the Pirates. But, to me, lost in the shuffle and all this was the Phillies' offense for 8 innings was dead. 4 hits, mostly against Randy Wolf, who after the first inning really settled down until he hit a rough spot there in the 6th. The Phillies seemed to really struggle against Wolf. Wolf would have been the story if they won this game.
Oh, absolutely. I filed an early column all about Randy Wolf that unfortunately some of our readers are going to read tomorrow and go, what the heck was this Sielski guy writing about? But Randy Wolf did pitch very well. After he gave up a 2-run homer to Ryan Howard in the first inning, he retired the next 12 Phillies in order. The Phillies were swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count, kind of contrary to what Charlie Manuel had wanted them to do. He wanted them to wait Wolf out, make him throw strikes. They weren't doing that. The Dodgers got to Joe Blanton. It got to be 4-2 in the 6th, and things look pretty bleak for this ball club, except bleak is when the Phillies seem to be at their best.
And remember, it sounded like today Joe Torre was going to go with Vicente Padilla, who pitched tremendous in Game 2 to throw Game 5. If the Phillies lose this game, there's a good chance they could be going to Los Angeles down 3-2. Instead, they're coming back here Wednesday night, up 3-1, a shot to wrap it up. If you're the Dodgers, what's left?
Nothing. You're dead. If you're the Dodgers, if the Dodgers come back and win this series, win the next 3 games in a row, to me, this will be every bit as impressive, if not more impressive, than what the Red Sox did to the Yankees in 2004.
Just because of the circumstances?
Exactly, because of the way they've lost these last 2 games. To lose 11-0 in Game 3, and then to lose 5-4 on a 2-out, 2-run double in the bottom of the 9th inning after you've been leading for 2 hours, it's just a crusher. If they were to come back and win now, it would be an all-time comeback.
Lost in all of this is Ryan Howard, who ties Lou Gehrig. He gets in a record book with Lou Gehrig tonight. 8th consecutive postseason game with an RBI. Gehrig did it obviously over 2 years in a lot different format, but Howard right now, offensively, is carrying this team for the most part. Now, what do you see different in Howard at this point that you didn't see during the regular season?
He's moved a little closer to the plate, I think. He's making obviously more contact. He's done that throughout the course of the season. He seems to have shortened his swing a little bit, taking a more relaxed kind of approach. Doesn't seem to be trying to hit home runs, just seems to be trying to hit the ball hard. And, Lord, he's having a postseason for the ages.
Which leads to Wednesday night. We may see Vicente Padilla. Probably will see Vicente Padilla, I would imagine.
I would think so.
It will be Cole Hamels, almost assuredly for the Phillies. Hamels going for a second straight Game 5 clincher against the Dodgers to send the Phillies to the World Series. We will be here Wednesday night. For Mike Sielski, I'm Kevin Cooney. Thank you for joining us this morning after what was a classic Game 4. The Phillies lead the National League Championship Series 3-1.